Before you get started in VinLocate, it's important to understand some key definitions and the different components you can use in VinLocate to create your custom cellar or fridge. Let's start with a storage, which is our blanket term for cellars and fridges. When you first select the VinLocate tab, you'll be taken to this screen. Here you can see your cellars or your fridges. You can rename them or create a new one. Next, let's review sections. On the Cellar tab, you'll see this button to create a section. A section is just a contiguous part of a cellar, meaning a part that looks the same, with the same layout and consistent column and row configuration. You'll want to give each section a memorable name so it's easy to identify later. It is a best practice to start by identifying the wall and then the sections within it. Here, we'll just name our section Left Wall, assuming that the entire wall has the same layout. Now, let's cover the types of sections you can have in a cellar. Most cellars will have either racks or bins or a combination of both. A rack is a type of section where you have single bottles in individual positions. A bin is a type of section where you have multiple bottles stored together in bulk. Let's review some of the common rack types that VinLocate supports. We have a range of rack types pre-populated that will match most cellars. Trellis racks, including grid racks and lattice racks. Wall-mounted racks, including horizontal racks where the bottles are parallel to the wall, or flat racks where they are perpendicular to it. Or shelves, where the bottles can either be vertical and standing straight up, horizontal, flat, or even tilted. We also have individual displays in case you have a prize bottle in a display case or rack. If none of these configurations work for you, please reach out to us at support@inventorywines.com and we'll be happy to work with you to find a solution. Now let's review bins. A bin is another type of section. We also have many different types: rectangles, diamonds, cross rectangles, triangles, right triangles, or simply your wine case. If you create a diamond bin, it will automatically pre-populate the triangles that complete the section. And if you create a triangle bin, you can change the direction in which it faces. Now that we've covered the two types of cellar sections, racks and bins, let's move on to shelves. A shelf is a component of a fridge, so let's click on the Fridges tab. Here, you'll see a button to create a shelf instead of a section. VinLocate lets you create your fridge shelf by shelf, as some fridges and coolers have unique designs in which shelves are different. Some perhaps with flat racks on the bottom and standing space at the top. If we click on this, you'll see all the different types of shelf configuration we support. These are similar to our rack types. Before you get started in VinLocate, it's important to take some time to think about how best to partition the different sections in your cellar. As a good rule, start with each wall and then identify each contiguous area within it. Perhaps you have a wall with horizontal racks up top, rectangle bins at the bottom left, and cross bins at the bottom right. This would be 3 distinct sections. Give this some thought and maybe write it down on paper before you get started. In our next video, we'll walk through how to build a rack.